How to start investing with $1,000. If you had $1,000, what would you do with it? Would you perhaps buy some new shoes, some new clothes, or perhaps glide through your Amazon app buying some of the saved items on your list? Regardless, if most Americans had extra money, they most definitely spend it. Now, what if I told you there was a way to do both? What if there was a way to take that $1,000 you saved up and double it, if not more? So sit back, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, grab a cup of coffee, and let's learn the 8 ways I used to grow my money for over 7 years now. Some of the methods I chose were trading, investing, self-investing, reselling, dropshipping, blogging, freelancing, and flipping. Now, each one of the 8 I listed are all of which I still use today. Some I'm slowly getting back into, such as reselling, dropshipping, and flipping. Nonetheless, these have all been very profitable for me, and all of which have a very low barrier to entry. I recommend starting out with just one of the ones I listed, and to not try multiple in the beginning. This isn't exactly putting all your eggs in one basket, it's diversifying within its genre. Swing trading. Since we're starting out with $1,000, swing trading is by far my favorite type of trading to grow small accounts. Swing trading is going into a trade and exiting another market day. This can either be next day, next week, next month, or so on. So you have your money. The next step is to get a broker account. These accounts, unlike traditional bank accounts, allow you to trade and invest in the stock market freely. My top choices are Webull, TD Ameritrade, and Fidelity. I also recommend to keep it simple, putting the entire $1,000 into just one of the investment banks listed. And in all honesty, it really doesn't matter what you choose, for as long as it can be traded freely. Now, the list of these options have grown quite a bit. If you were to search investing in your phone's app store, you'll find dozens of more apps, all to do swing trading on, such as Robinhood, Moomoo, TradeStation, TrendSpider, Interactive Brokers, Gemini, First Trade, SoFi, E-Trade, and much more. Research and pick the one that works best for you. One question you may ask yourself is, how fast do you want to grow your $1,000? I'm sure we all want it to grow fast, as I would as well. Luckily, none of the strategies I listed is long-term, meaning you don't have to wait till your next hit replacement to see and enjoy your profits. Now, there's a few ways you can tackle swing trading. You can either go all in on one stock in the hopes of turning a big profit, or by spreading it among many different stocks and/or crypto. I recommend going for stocks that are below $5. These are stocks that are classified as penny stocks by the SEC. Since the prices are so low, this means we can buy way more shares. Stocks at this price typically have the largest price action, which means they are more volatile and you can get a quicker return on your money. Going below $1 can be seen as risky, but as I said before, these have a higher gain and a faster turnaround. We'll keep it simple by buying on bull runs, meaning we are looking for a stock that's trending up on a volume spike. We are entering low, and we're looking for patterns that will spike beyond 20 cents. For instance, you enter a stock that's 50 cents, it then goes to $1. That's a 50-cent increase while investing your entire $1,000. That's 2,000 shares that's invested, nearly doubling your money. The higher the stock price goes, the more your profit will be. Now imagine starting with 5,000. You can either go all in on one stock like the one we mentioned before, or you can spread it apart among various different stocks. If it spikes several dollars, like $3 or more, that's a mean profit.
Oh, is it hot in here?
And if you're not in a hurry to liquidate your funds, keep repeating the cycle. Sell, then go back into another low-cost stock. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Now, the market doesn't always go your way. We're not always in a bull market. However, if you're using a good stock screener like Trade Ideas or Stocks to Trade, you can find stocks that are spiking even in a bear market. Now, don't quit your 9 to 5. If you really like this strategy, you can have your direct deposit linked to your investment bank. Get creative with this strategy by opening up as many accounts with $1,000, if not more or less. Now that we have our strategy, let's find software that'll help us find the stocks that'll help us spike the way we want it to. My choices are Trade Ideas Pro, Stocks to Trade, eSignal, Bazinga Pro, Yahoo Finance, and Thinkorswim. Furthermore, screening software can help us locate and narrow down stocks that are trending based on various price percentages, price action, volume, and so on. It'll help find stocks that are based on trends, patterns, specific news. That may be the reason why the stock is trending. Investing. If you're not in a hurry to liquidate your money, I recommend taking the investor approach. The methods and software we learn from swing trading will also help with investing. Research greatly. Put your money in stocks of your interest, such as blue chips and dividend-paying stocks. These are reliable stocks that pay you over a period of time just for keeping your money invested. Now, blue chips will be stocks like Amazon, Meta, Google, Best Buy, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, and so on. Sometimes a single share of a stock, crypto, bond, ETF, and so on can cost several hundreds to thousands of dollars. Thus, I recommend buying fractional shares of what you want to buy. Buying fractional shares of something like Bitcoin is exactly as it sounds. You are buying fractions of its market price. On price action, the fraction in which you purchase is reflected in your profit margin. This is an excellent feature that allows persons with little capital to buy high-priced crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stock like Tesla, Apple, and Amazon. Apply similar strategies for swing trading. However, you're leaving your money invested for longer periods at a time. Scoping out stocks that have a trajectory and pattern for high turnarounds using pattern indicators such as EMAs, RSIs, MACDs, Bollinger Bands, and much more. Sell high. Reinvest your profits in another. Keep growing that initial investment. And if you have your earned income linked to your investment bank, you can constantly add to your portfolio, amplifying its growth. Self-investing. Do you have a skill or trait that you can self-invest in? For instance, I'm a developer and I put quite a bit of money into my education. With $1,000 invested in yourself, you can focus and perfect your skills just as I do. I improve my skills to a degree where my talent is valuable for others who may need them. For example, I created my own brand platform, Kodo Ninja, which will have an app presence in the coming months. Now ask yourself, how many people have their own brand platform? Not very many people, I bet. Now think of the amount of people who would want their own brand platform. These persons can be popular people who are viral like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and so on. Millions of people who will pay thousands to have this made and maintained for them. This is something that's extremely hard to replicate, something that can be scaled, offering subscriptions, memberships, you name it. The possibilities are endless. The point being, I invested in my knowledge through projects, education, books, bootcamp, certifications, certificates. These skills are what companies are looking for, who will pay upwards of $90,000 for. If you already have a laptop or desktop, $1,000 can be spent on courses and books. Or your books can be read at the library. You can find free courses on YouTube and other free courses that are related elsewhere. Your $1,000 investment in yourself is worth nearly 6 figures a year. This method does take some time to master, building up the proper skills necessary to be hounded by recruiters and employers. But as you can see, these skills are worth a fortune. If you have a grander scheme of things, take those skills you gain and put them in your own platform, just as I did. If you're good at connecting with people, aim to become a social media influencer. If you keep at it, platforms like YouTube will net you over $10,000 a month. This can be in AdSense, brand deals, promo codes, and so on. On top of that, you can even have your online store. You name it. With $1,000 dedicated towards your social media route, you'll need a dedicated camera. I recommend your phone to begin with. You'll also need a decent tripod, a phone stand, and a decent laptop. There you go. Reselling. Reselling is simply acquiring or purchasing an asset to resell at a higher price to a buyer. To get started, you'll need to create an online store on eBay, Etsy, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace. To reap the rewards of reselling, buying products in wholesale will be your best option. Try out some of the wholesale platforms I use, such as liquidation.com, Bstock, and Direct Liquidation. Find the product you want to sell, then place a bid. Just remember, you only have $1,000, so account for any taxes, platform fees, seller fees, shipping costs, and so on. Often, this can be a mixture of different products, such as boxes or gaylords of unused, unopened tools, household products, and so on. The sky's the limit. Just make sure it's a product that'll actually sell and something you'll actually gain a profit from. For example, in the household genre, you can buy cleaning sponges that are cents per sponge, meaning you can buy a few hundred to thousands of sponges at one time. You can sell each sponge at $1 or $1.50, and you're more than likely double, if not triple your profit. That is if you purchase it at cents per sponge. Running stores online means you'll have shipping costs to consider, as well as packing material, shipping labels, tape, and so forth. Dropshipping. Dropshipping is selling products you don't have inventory of. Sounds weird, I bet. Thus, dropshipping is by far the most cost-effective option to date to sell a product. Other than the cost to set up the online store, which may be free, there's really no added cost. For example, you have an eBay store, and let's say you want to sell an Apple Watch band. You create the listing with pictures of the product listed. The price is set, shipping costs, everything's accounted for, just like any other item. When a person goes to your store to buy the item, you then go to the actual store that sells the product. You then buy that product with the cash that was used to buy it off of your store. Just be sure to enter in the buyer's shipping information so they'll receive the product. The price that is seen on your store is set higher than the original, so you can actually margin a decent profit. But as you can see, any cent made is a profit since it costs you nothing to begin with. Blogging. Like dropshipping, this costs almost nothing to get started. The first thing you'll need to ask yourself is, what will your blog be about? You'll also need to find a niche. This is a specific category or topic that your blog will be about. It's recommended that you choose a topic that closely relates to your field of expertise, passion, and interest. This needs to be something you can see yourself creating content for quite some time. I'd also recommend combining various social media, like a YouTube channel for instance. This is a great way to stay consistent, boost your viewership, and to scale. Your blog will need a name. For instance, mine is named Kodo Ninja, and it can be found at kodoninja.com. Domain names are cheap. It only cost me $15 to acquire. And to host a platform, it didn't cost me any more than $40 to $70. The cost for hosting all depends on how long you want to have it hosted for. To create your blog to be hosted, you can either create it via a site builder, pay someone else to create it for you, or build and host it yourself. I chose to create mine myself. It took me a few weeks to complete. Thus, I've been building and adding features on top of that ever since 2020. For instance, I just added a feature that allows you to view YouTube videos on the article view page. And before that, I started building a monthly subscription portion to the platform. This should be up and running extremely soon. I'm also building out another adjacent platforms such as an entire universe. Nonetheless, blog platforms can be made to scale as you grow with your blog by adding any features you want, like newsletters, monthly subscriptions, and so on. Be sure to look out for my video, How to Build a Six-Figure Blog in 12 Months. You'll learn the real money that comes from blogging, which are subscription-based membership plans, freelance blogging, ads such as Google AdSense or any other ads that pay you for hosting ads on your blog, affiliate marketing, sponsored posts, brand sponsorship, donation options, digital content such as ebooks, online courses, podcasts, webinars, virtual summits, coaching and consultation services, and brand merch. Blogs, if done correctly, can generate over $10,000 monthly. Believe it or not, there are people that generate over 6 figures a month, but it takes some grit and some perseverance to get to that level. Freelancing. If you're good at a particular skill or trait, offering those skills and services to people that need them can be quite rewarding. Some of the benefits that comes from investing in yourself is that others will seek the need of your talent. $1,000 can buy you courses and help build your skills. Once your skills are at a point, check out the platforms below so you can earn a living on. And those platforms are Fiverr, Upwork, and Upstack. Whatever your skills may be, create a page on these platforms. Promote those skills used from the money you use to invest in yourself. Flipping. Flipping is buying or acquiring an asset at low cost with the sole intent of selling that item at a higher price. These items can typically be found at garage sales, thrift stores, auctions, and outlet stores such as the dollar store. Additionally, big box stores like Best Buy have products that are in high demand, such as new game systems, graphics cards, and so on. Caught on sale, these items can be flipped for quite a profit. However, this term is known as scalping. For example, a high-end graphics card such as the RTX 3080 will cost $699. A seller would then buy this product, then place it online for close to $1,315. That's near double the price when sold. Your profits would be $616. Most commonly, flipping is done on platforms such as Craigslist. There you can find products for free or dirt cheap prices. This platform offers quite a variety of products and prices. Getting $800 worth of products would be very simple. However, location and shipping will have to be factored in. You'll also need to set aside money to fix and repair things to increase its value if need be. The work here is a bit more involved, but the payout is great if successfully sold. Conclusion. I didn't go into extensive detail in each category, thus think of this as more of an overview. So be sure to check out the playlist How to Start Investing to ensure you'll get a comprehensive grasp on where you may want to invest. Be on the lookout for coming videos as I'll personally invest in each of the categories and more, publicly documenting my entire investment journey. Be sure to watch along as I attempt every single investment method I can possibly find. Use what we learned in this video to get yourself started with your $1,000. The more money added to any of the 8 I mentioned, the faster your wealth will grow. Investing can be intimidating. The best way to overcome this intimidation is to just get started. If $500 or less is all that you can spare, get started with that. Just remember there's not too many people in life who ever got anywhere keeping their money saved in banks, nor has anyone ever got anywhere afraid to take a risk. Anyone who has ever won in life has lost or stumbled at some point. So if it gets rocky in the beginning or during your investment journey, it's okay. Pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, learn from your mistakes, then try again applying what we learned. Persons took risks by investing in something in some shape or form. I took many approaches, and I will continue to do so, investing every penny I have in many different areas. Figure out what strategies work best for you. So remember to like this video if you enjoyed it, comment below, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you, and until next time.